We are live in the Madhouse. It is Sunday night. I am Tommy Marr, your host for the Maverick Soul Hour. And I'm telling you, we got a great show for you guys tonight. And you know what I'm really upset about? I really actually, guys, I actually did mean to do this because when I was in Detroit, a friend of mine has a pizza place there. So we went over there and he fed us like slobs. And he gave me a Motor City shirt. I meant to wear it tonight. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. So I'm not even going to tell you what's happening yet. But it's going to be a great show, I promise you. But I want to talk about what happened last week. First of all, I want to thank David Kramer for doing the show last week. It was a great show. We did a show. I mean, David has a documentary on Hendrix. It's 15 hours long. It's going to be in, like, I don't know where it's going to be shown, but it's going to be in 15 different segments, and it's going to be unbelievable. It goes back to Jimmy in kindergarten. I mean, there has never been a documentary as even close to deep as this. With footage you've never seen, no one's ever seen. David acquired it, and I personally can't wait. I've seen snippets of here and there of it, and I'm a Hendrix freak, so it's going to be incredible. I can't wait for that to be done. So, David, we had a great show last week, you and I liked it. It was nice and intimate, just him and I sitting there, and I brought all my vintage Hendrix posters. I had the lava lamps going. We had the lights off. It was very cool. It was nice. I really enjoyed it, and it was just a great day, and I know that we sold you some tickets last night at BB King's. That I know for sure. Packed house last night. We did the Jimi Hendrix 72nd birthday party at BB King's in New York City, and packed house. I mean, completely packed, jammed. It was incredible, and I just want to mention a couple people's names, and it was incredible. Well, first of all, we had the infamous icon of the, well, if you know the David Peel band, then I mean one of John Lennon's best friends, Mr. Harold Black was with us. We brought him in, and he's a crazy man. And I'm glad, Harold, that you got out and you had a great time. Harold was, that guy could talk to anybody. And it was great hanging with him, listening to some Jimmy stories and some, just about, I mean, everybody, John Lennon stories. Harold knew everybody, and it was great. And the show last night at BB King's, I mean, it was, we had Duxkin Groove was there. They were like the house band. And then Vince Martell absolutely killed. I mean, there was so many artists there. It was crazy. Robbie Krieger from The Doors. I mean, not only did he play some Hendrix tunes, but he also played a lot of Doors tunes. People went insane. And I personally want to thank Robbie Krieger for allowing me to come in the dressing room and interview him on Madhouse TV, which was really cool. And he was so gracious and so good. And Vince Martell, you're my brother from another mother. You know that. And Andre LaSalle and all you guys. But Vince, thank you for everything you did for me last night. You're the best. We love you. No doubt about that. I also want to say hello to our new friends, Jonathan and Janine. Jonathan played with Johnny Winter, and we were hanging with them backstage, and they were great people. We met so many great people. We met a couple of the cats from Rolling Stone magazine. I hope you're okay today. It was fun. It was just great. And I want to also thank Kate Deutsch. She is an amazing, I don't know if you watched the opening of my show at the beginning when I'm walking down the hallway, that was 2 years ago at Jimi Hendrix's 70th birthday party. And that's Kate there. She is an incredible bass player, incredible human being, a beautiful young woman. She was only 14 years old in that opening on my show, and she's 16 now. And you would never ever believe she's 16, but she's been endorsed by Alpha Instruments, and Alpha actually they even threw our picture up on their page today. It was great. You got to see. She has a checkerboard bass. It's her signature bass. Incredible. Love you, Kate. Thank you for last night. It was great. I want to thank Kathleen and Lysandra for coming down from Woodstock, and the rest of the crew that came down. We had a lot of people there last night. It was a great show. I can't really say enough about it. It was really just a lot of fun. I mean, we worked, but it was fun work. You know what I mean? I got to, interview everyone there. I mean, I don't think there was anybody I missed. So that will be at a later date on the show. You will see all the interviews from the Hendrix party. And believe me, there were some good stories in there. Trust me, some good stories. I also want to mention, and I also want to thank my main man over here, Arnie Goodman, who hooked me up with a lot of, actually, there's a conduit for this show through Arnie Goodman. And it actually came through the Windsor Blues Fest last year. And I'll get in that. But Arnie, we love Arnie. He does so much for me, and I can never thank him enough. And he's here tonight shooting, so Arnie, you're the best, man. If you ever need Elmore Magazine, Arnie is the man. The man. And then I also want to give a shout-out to, just a couple other people. Guitar George Fedden. I want to say hello to Cindy Dawson. Cindy, I'm so sorry we didn't meet you, but she's coming on the show with the band, the Sid, and they're coming on in January, I believe January 18th, I believe. They're crazy. I saw them at the Delancey in the Bowery for Harold Black's birthday party. They're great people. She's a wonderful, wonderful front person. Wait till you see them on my show. And I also want to say hello to my boys over there, DD Royal. That was a surprise to see you guys last night. Love you guys too, and you guys got to come back on the show too. And lastly, I just want to mention, and I tell you, I see a lot of people, and everyone I run into always asks me, can I come down to Madhouse? Can I come down? Can I be a viewer? Can I watch? Can I come down? Who's playing? What's happening? What's going on? Well, here's your chance. We're having our Christmas party at Jewel on 110 in, I guess it's Farmingdale or Melville over there. This place is incredible. You will think you're in a palace, honestly. It's amazing. We're going to have some incredible, incredible entertainers there. Trust me on this one. We're going to have some great entertainers there. And you'll get to see everybody in the Madhouse. We have 30-some-odd shows on here. You'll get to see all the hosts will be there. All my friends will be there, my entertainer friends. You wait till you see who's going to be singing and playing at this thing. It's going to be incredible. And top-notch food, unbelievable. Trust me when I tell you, this place is incredible. I mean, I'm not easily blown away. We went over there the other day, and it's just magnificent. And it's only $25, guys. I mean, where can you go, be fed, and have all this entertainment for 4 hours? And it doesn't get any better than that. And we would love to meet. We want to meet all these people that are so interested and want to hang out at Madhouse or want to be a part of it, or maybe have a show or have a commercial on it or whatever it may be. Now's your time to come in, do your networking, do whatever you want to do. For $25, man, you're not going to beat that one. I can tell you that. So come down there. That's December 13th at Jewel. It's right on 110, right by the expressway there. Come down and see us all. And I'm telling you, go right online. We have a link on Madhouse's page and my page and Maverick Soul page. And you just click it on. You pay right there. Boom, you're done. You got your ticket. You're done. So we'd love to see you. We would love to see some new people down and meet you. Come on down to the Madhouse. So it'll be good. So with that, that just about wraps up my little monologue here, because we got some great people in here, and they made a long, long trip to be here, and I love them for that. And I tell you, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you when I come back. So we're going to go to a little commercial. We're going to come back, and I got a nice surprise for you. Hang in there. Get yourself tight. You're going to be all right. Hang in there.
We're going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie. I'm the president of Language of Love Incorporated Foundation. I'm really happy to tell you that we're going to be doing a Language of Love telethon on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please look for the location on my website, ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And the show will be hosted on the Madhouse TV. It really is important for you to be aware of strokes and aphasia. Strokes is the third leading cause of death in America and the first leading cause of disability. And it really is something that plays no favoritism. And it also really comes when you're not expecting. Nobody expects to have a stroke, and nobody expects to suffer from aphasia, and it really does make a huge impact in your life and change your life in one split second. So we look forward to having everyone join us once again on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can follow us on ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. Once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And we look forward to seeing you. God bless.
Nova's Rockin' Inc. MC with Madhouse TV present Rockin' Madhouse event in association with CNC Spirits and Wines. Sunday, December 7th. Doors open 5 p.m. The premiere of Mick James at Revolution Music Hall in Amityville, New York, and Club Loaded. Special guest Tang featuring Denny Colt and Bonnie Parker, also featuring Fractured Smile. Come meet alternative model and TV personality Kitty Crystal and Long Island's own Alicia Ray. Also meet the hot woman of Armageddon. Come hang with Ink Master Jay Blondell and the internet's newest social media, Tales of the Tap. Ladies, come get crowned Miss Rocket Inc. MC and appear on shows as co-host. This event will be filmed live and aired on Rockin' Inc. MC on a later date. Advance tickets $12 at clubloaded.com and check rockinincmc.com for other locations.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
We are back in the Madhouse. I am Tommy Moore, your host, the Maverick Soul Hour. And boy, oh boy, you guys are in for a treat tonight, I got to tell you. Let me just give you a quick story of how this all happened. We were lucky enough, through my man over here, Ronnie Goodman, last year, to go up and film the Windsor Blues Festival, which is the biggest blues festival in North America. And we went up to Canada, and we were up there, and I'll tell you, a $3 million stage, right on the river, with Detroit as the backdrop, which, I don't know, I always had a bad thing, like Detroit is like this burnt out, you know. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. I mean, it's like being in Brooklyn looking over Manhattan. Not as much, but the GM building, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful sight. And with the sun coming on and hitting the window, beautiful. And everybody was there. I mean, Dave Mason was there. Coco Mantoy was there. Bobby Rush was there. I don't know, Arnie, what, 40 bands at least? A 3-day concert, incredible. And actually, my guests tonight were not on the card. And Dana Fuchs was on the card. And Dana Fuchs' dad, unfortunately, got ill, and she had to cancel at the last minute. But let me tell you something. These people got some sub in there, let me tell you. Because I want to tell you one thing, and I know if you guys saw my show about the interviews that I did at Windsor, which Laura was on that interview, Laura Rain and the Caesars, and they're from Motor City, Detroit. and I forgot my Motor City T-shirt. I'm so pissed off. But I want to just put it in perspective because I don't even think Arnie knows this, but while I was interviewing her, people were coming in and out and talking with us and, looking for stuff from Laura, CDs, and they had a meet and greet. And I think you just had come in from it, right?
I think so.
Did you just come in from it? But
yeah.
Now, these massive names, Dave Mason, Bobby Rush, Coco Montoya, her line was 3 times longer than any line out of the 40-some-odd bands that were there. That's no joke. That's a fact. So put that in perspective. So she got a little respect that day. And when I interviewed her, being a singer and being a person that plays, not at that level, but I really could feel, the joy that she had. And if you go back and watch that interview, you'll see it. I mean, she couldn't hide it. It was a great moment, and I'm so glad that we were there to witness it because this girl's going to explode. Her band's going to explode. So without further ado, I'm rambling a little bit, but they did come all the way from Detroit, and it's a rough ride. Trust me. I made it. It's a rough ride.
It was.
And they came. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Laura Rain and George Friend from the Laura Rain and the Caesars from the Motor City in Detroit, US of A.
Thanks.
Hey, guys.
Thank you
What's
for having
happening?
us.
How are you?
We are so happy that you're finally here. It was July, and we have talked on the phone many times and setting this up. And I'm so happy that you came down. And I know the people will be thrilled. We just saw the sound check, so trust me, you're going to be all right. You're in good hands. So, well, Laura, let's start with you. I know. Well, let's start with both of you. I mean, George, obviously, George Friend. You guys co-write everything together. You're basically the team.
Yes.
Right now, you do have other players around you, and I'm sure they come and are they interchangeable?
We've got a lot
pieces,
of people.
less pieces.
Yeah, on the record too, we had a bunch of different musicians. The guys that we're traveling with today are Scott Veenstra, and he's done a lot of work. He lived in New York a long time. He's a jazz drummer. And Gwyneth Hayes, who lived in Chicago and has played with a lot of Chicago blues greats.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good place to be.
Yeah. She's a great singer, great bass player.
Mm-hmm.
Chilly, but it's a good place for the blues.
Yeah.
So, how did you two guys hook up?
That's funny. Well, I had just moved back from Los Angeles, and I came back and I went through a divorce, and I'm raising my son and stuff, and I had been on tour for years. And when I came back, I was, didn't have a band or anything, and I was back in Detroit, and I saw Laura sing online. And
Are you originally from Detroit?
Yeah, I'm from Michigan. I grew up in Upper Michigan.
Okay.
But anyways, I saw her Laura sing like on YouTube or something.
And I had just come back from Los Angeles.
And it was one of these things where I heard her, and I was like, she's an amazing singer.
She is.
Yeah, and that's how we met. She was doing a gig.
So you contacted Laura?
Yeah.
He had been contacting me, sending me messages on
Stalker?
Facebook. No, wasn't a stalker. He was sending me friendly messages, saying he wanted to come and hear me sing. And one night, the musician I had playing with me, I was doing some duo shows. He's texting me that he canceled. Something happened. Same time, George is messaging me saying, I'm coming. It's for sure. Can't wait. I said, great. I'm going to pay you too. Come on. You're going to play guitar.
So she hired me.
Without ever hearing you? Or did she hear some of your stuff?
I never
my
heard him.
My reputation preceded me.
Yes, your reputation preceded you.
Wait, well, you have a long line in New York.
I never met him.
I haven't even heard you.
I never met him, but I knew of his name. I knew he could play the blues. I knew he was soulful and funky. Let's go. So
gave me a shot.
So a week later, we started writing. I swear.
Yeah.
Well,
for real.
That's a chemistry thing. If the chemistry, I say it show after show after show. If the chemistry's not there, I don't care how good you are. If it's not there, it doesn't work. It doesn't. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it was an instant good bonding.
Yeah, absolutely. At the first moment we started playing together, well, that's what I heard her voice, and you don't hear many voices like Laura's, where she's got the notes, and she just sings from a soul blues perspective that you don't hear a lot of singers these days.
Absolutely.
Whereas in the 60s and the 70s, a lot of singers.
Well, look at it.
Came from that.
Your influence is really a basic. Aretha Franklin. I think Shaka Khan, Al Green, Patti LaBelle.
Yeah.
All the Kings.
All the Kings.
All the Kings.
Kings and Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good place to come from. That's a good place to draw from. But now you were also classically trained, weren't you?
I was. Yeah, I was. I use it for my purposes, but I think I dropped out of college 2 or 3 times, but I took classical training through a professor at Oakland University for 4.5 years, and I wanted to do it right. I wanted to learn properly.
Right.
And it has served me well.
It must help you with control and your breathing techniques
I think
and everything
so.
else, right?
I think so. It's really helped me develop the range and the breath control. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know one thing that I am attracted to her about. I mean, not only vocally, she definitely has the vocals. There's no question about it. But her stage performance, you can't take your eyes off of her because it's not. I mean, that's what you were saying before. That doesn't really exist a whole lot.
That's
nowadays.
true too.
I mean, there's an. I don't even want to say it's an art form. It's a soul form. Like when you came off stage that night, I remember I was standing right backstage as you came off, and I remember slapping you 5. I said, "Girl, you left that laying on that stage." I remember that distinctly. You remember that?
Yeah.
I think Arnie took a picture of that. Actually, I
haven't seen that one yet.
There was a picture of that, but I remember because I think in the interview I said to you, I said, "I am so glad that when someone gets a shot like that, that you took every 100% of that shot and left it right there, and that
did my best.
It was you killed. I mean, it was 3 times the amount of anybody else interested. I mean, that's incredible. There was some incredible talent there.
Yeah,
I
loved
a lot of it. I loved the band of Jimmys. I love those guys. Hey, Jimmys, what's up with you? He wants me to come out and milk cows out in his farm in Wisconsin. We'll be out there, Jimmy. But there was incredible talent there, and you kind of just blew everybody. I'm not saying blew them, but you had an attraction. Those people drew to you it was crazy. And the young girls, it was a lot of young girls, right?
It was definitely a moment, and a couple days before when we had gotten the call, it was a very powerful moment, and there was a. It was definitely from above. I had such a strong sign that it was just meant to happen, and it was all just going to come together.
That's what I felt.
I knew it was going to be big.
It all lined up for her. It just, like you even said, you had to make a lot of changes to make it even happen, that you could get there, right?
It was huge.
Something.
We didn't have a regular band.
But you couldn't have passed that gig up.
No.
Just
say yes. And when he got the call, he doesn't usually answer his phone. The phone is ringing. I said, answer that phone. There's money on the other line. Answer it. Answer it now.
There you go.
And he picked up the phone, and it was Ted Boomer from the Blues Fest.
While we're there, we want to give a shout out to Ted Boomer.
Thank you.
And Mike Hello and all those crazy people out there.
But at the
are they
Blues
the best?
Fest.
He has the best crew you'll ever. I mean,
Amazing.
Those guys. Honestly, I've seen a million shows. They are the best. Anything, right, Arnie? I mean, they are the best guys. They really, truly are.
Yeah.
And we're coming out next July, too.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't miss that. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So what's happening right now? I mean, I know you just did a gig, last night or the night before?
We did 2. We were in Manhattan on Friday, and then we did the big city Rhythm and Blues magazine. It's the kickoff of their 20th anniversary, and they're happy to have the Blues Awards ceremony, and we were graced with Ms. Betty Levette out there, and it was a blast. He had great people, good time, and it was.
We got an award.
We got 2 awards. 3.
What? Yeah, coolest blues song of the year. And what else?
Happiest van.
Happiest van.
Happiest van.
Because we made it here.
I know the feeling. Like, I drove all the way back from Detroit. From the minute we got in the van to come back, and as soon as we went through customs, the engine light came on. I'm like, I'm not used to this. I usually have a new car, and I'm like freaking out because I got all this camera equipment in there and everything, and I'm like, and we got 1,200 whatever it is, 1,200 miles.
Yeah.
I'm like, freaking out.
Why now?
Yeah. Do we get an award for that too?
Well, that's how we felt just the other day.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad drive though. It really wasn't. I mean, it's it's not like Florida where you just flat, don't see nothing. At least there's something to look at. You know.
But we knew we were going to be here, so it was all worth it.
There you go.
It was totally worth it.
Well, I think you need to be exposed a little in New York. I mean, I actually wish that you had a bunch of gigs here, and maybe now from this little touch you. Well, when they see you play here, maybe. You'll be getting some phone calls.
Good.
I hope so.
So now, also, you have some records, some albums out. So you want to tell everybody, George, you want to where? Because they're going to see you play in a little while. So there's going to be some interest in maybe hearing it again.
Right.
So where can they buy these albums? What's the name of the album? And I have the album. Janine loves it. She plays it in her car all the time. All the time. It's a beautiful album. It's really well done.
Thank you.
We have 2 records. The first one's called Electrified. That one is from 2013.
Yes.
And the second record came out in May of 2014. And that's the one we're kind of touring around supporting now.
Yes.
That one's called Closer. You can go online to our website, and that's probably the easiest way to find. Yeah, it's Laura Rain.
Rain as in rain.
LauraRain.net. That's you can go to CD Baby. You can find it on Amazon really easy. If you Google Laura Rain and the Caesars, easy to find us.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, really, you guys that are into not only blues but just great vocalists and great musicians. Check out that CD. I'm telling you, it's a really good CD. And there's not a lot of good stuff out there, so trust me on this one. And you'll see in a minute, in a little while, when they get up and play. But what's coming up for you guys? I mean, we're going to try to get you some New York stuff, but and I'm going to hook you up in Cleveland. Joanne Marr, we want to give you a shout out. No relation, actually. Everybody thinks we're sisters or cousins or something. But there's no relation. But Joanne is very, very big in the blues circuit in Cleveland. And Joanne, they're going to be going back your way. So if you can hook them up with a gig along the way, I'm sure they won't mind.
She braved the snowstorm the other week to come and see us. It was great.
Yeah, she's a great girl. Great girl. Hi, Joanne.
So, yeah, we're going out. We've got a whole bunch of things.
Yes. December 12th will be in Indiana at the Players Pub. Or the 13th, rather, which is a Friday. We have the House of Blues in Chicago on February 6th. We're going to be touring in Edmonton in March.
Blues on White.
Yeah, Blues on White the whole week.
Madams, Oregon.
Yeah, the end of
in
April.
Washington.
I think it's Brackens in Tennessee on the last Saturday and last Friday in April. Slippery Noodle. Thursday, last Thursday in April, BB's Blues and Soups in St. Louis. We've got several dates there.
Great club. Great
through September. So we are
You're moving.
Trying to get the word out.
Motoring.
We just finished a little Midwest tour about 3 weeks ago. We were in Chicago, St. Louis, Indiana, and Springfield, Illinois. So
Springfield.
We made
Great town.
we made the run.
Now, how was your experience in New York?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. The people
Did you
are
do
great.
anything? Did you hang out in the city or go?
We did.
We
sightseeing
did.
Or anything?
Yeah, we did.
A little bit. We had van
Is that your
problems.
first time?
No. I had been here. My best friend years ago snuck me out and took me on a tour of the town. So that was great. So
You got to let Arnie take you on a tour of town.
That'd be fun.
Arnie knows all the blues clubs.
All the
Yeah.
haunts.
But all right, so you're busy. That's good.
We're very busy.
And hopefully we're going to sell you some CDs tonight. You know,
Yeah.
you're going to go online after you will hear them play and buy these CDs. I recommend it by all means. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to see these guys up doing their thing. Is there anything now, anything that I'm leaving out that you want to get across to anybody before you get up and play?
Come out and see the band.
See the band.
Tell your friends.
This is my job.
I know.
Let me handle this, George. Listen up. If you want to hear some good stuff, and there's a lot of good stuff, but you have to find it. And I don't think people nowadays are looking in the right direction. You know, let's just leave it at that. They're not looking in the right direction. If you want to go find real talent, you got to go. It's not the big stuff, because the big stuff really nowadays isn't really that good. It's that other stuff, you know what I mean? That's where the talent is, the small, really good clubs that know what good music is, like where these guys are playing. And check these guys out. If they're coming through your town, get on their website. You got a Facebook page, right?
Yeah.
Like their
Yes.
page, Laura Rain and the Caesars.
Yes.
Like their page, tell them I sent you, and like it. And this way you'll follow them. And if they're coming through your city, you got to check them out. Because believe me, whatever you're going and doing right now, you're not going to have as much fun as going and seeing these guys, which you'll see in a minute. So definitely get out and see these guys, and you'll appreciate it, truthfully. And they deserve to be seen and heard.
Thank
because
you.
they're the real deal. No question about that. So we're going to go to a little break. Anything else?
I
We're
want
good?
to say thank you to everyone that has supported us thus far, and
Thanks to you.
and Janine and Arnie, Robert Jr. and Sugar, and all of our friends and our fans that have really sent us a lot of love and support. We appreciate all of you, all the Blues Societies, Windsor Blues Fest, Cleveland Blues Society, everybody that has helped lift us up. Thank you so much.
And I think this show
Yes.
is really important, and you're doing a lot of great work for artists. You know.
Yeah.
Maverick
I'll tell you,
Soul
I'm starting
is
to, actually last night
right
was a little. It was a little. It definitely made me feel good last night. I mean, people, you know, it's usually I know them, but they
You
don't know
deserve
me.
it.
It was kind of like they knew me. It was, and what I like is everybody says thank you
Yeah.
for doing the right thing. You know, getting
Yeah.
getting the people out there. And,
Yeah.
you know, because it's why we do it. You know, I mean, it is why you do
It really
you know,
is,
I mean,
yeah.
what's out there now? It's it's so sad. We got to get these kids. We got to leave them something good. And if somebody don't step up and do it, I'm
Absolutely.
not saying there's a lot of people that do it. But, I mean, we do it in our little way, and it is getting bigger, that's for sure. And,
Yeah.
that's what I like to do. I like to this gives me, I mean, I get more of a treat that I can do this for you guys, because people like you are so deserving of it. And it's so hard to lock in nowadays with the way the communication thing's working and everything. It's so overdone,
Right.
People don't know what to do.
Right.
So I mean, this is like we're zeroing in on. Here's a great talent. Go see these people. That's what we're doing. And we don't bring any schlumps in here.
Yeah.
We only bring people with really great talent, and you guys have it. And go see Laura Rain and the Caesars. And one last question. How do you like the Madhouse Studios?
We love it. It's
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
That's all I want to know. All right, we're going to come back, and we're going to have them up on stage, and you're going to see something really hot with Laura Rain and the Caesars. We'll be right back. Hang in there. Get yourself tight.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
All new equipment, all new sets, exciting new shows for 2015, only on MadhouseTV.com. 2015 is coming, and so are exciting new shows on Madhouse TV. We're pouring more into what makes us so fun and different. All new sets, all new equipment, and more to enhance your viewing experience. It's a brand new year. Watch what happens on Madhouse TV.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
All right, we are back live in the Madhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Laura Rain from the Motor City and the Caesars. Check this out.
I guess it's love at first glance. I can't see you. I can't figure what's happening to me. Baby, reality, I'm gonna signify why I can't get to you. Your love way, looking into you, yeah. Till we get closer, baby. Tell me what it's gonna take. You don't have to justify, don't have to make amends, yeah. Till we get closer, till we get closer, till we get closer, closer to me. I don't wanna keep pulling. You have to come my way, yeah. I'm yearning for you. I'm learning you, yeah. I'm sinking underwater. I can't hold my breath any longer. Can I get to you? What's it gonna do? When is the line gonna be drawn? Where's the point that I turn around? Am I gonna make this through? Oh yeah, I'm twisting and turning inside. I said I got to get you closer. Said I got to get you closer, yeah. Said I got to get you closer, closer to me. Said I got to get you closer. Said I got to get you closer, yeah. Said I got to get you closer, closer to me. When is the line? I can't keep running like this. I'm just about to lose my mind. Do I turn around? Do I run back home? Am I sinking underground? I said I got to get you closer. Said I got to get you closer, yeah. Said I got to get you closer, closer to me. Said I got to get you closer. cross. You take it stride. I'm not going down, no, no. I don't apologize. People can doubt where you're going. Only you know the truth, where you came from and where you're going. Sometimes in life now, it's supposed to be disposed of. You take it stride, I'm not going down, no, no, no apologize. People can doubt where you're going. Only you know the truth, where you came from and where you're going. That don't get you, just wanna see you lose. That keep on squawking, all you do. They just wanna see you fall on your knees. They don't even know your name, but they're the first one to tease. Don't apologize. People can doubt where you're going. Only you know the truth, where you came from and where you're going. That don't get you, just wanna see you lose. That keep on smoking, wanna know all you do. They just wanna see you fall on your knees. They don't even know your name, but they're the first one to tease. Don't apologize. People can doubt where you're going. Only you know the truth, where you came from and where you're going. I don't apologize. People can doubt where you're going. Only you know the truth, where you came from and where you're going. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, 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 yeah. Thank you. All right, we're going to do this song called Super Duper. It's funky. For the money, you think you're slick with your super duper honey. Your style and profile is shining, can't go to your screaming less than money. Your girls been walking, talking all kinds of smacking now. They do your tricking, fooling anywhere you want now. Keep on running from me, baby, but you got the key. You got the key, but you can't have me. She thinks you fly, she thinks you got it with the money. She don't know that your devil is pushing honey. She keep on thinking your love gonna buy her a ring. Oh, no, no. But you can't have me, you can't have my love. Oh, no. And you can't take me, 'cause I'm so super duper love and tricks, super duper love, super duper love and tricks, super duper love. You never get another lover for the money. You think you're slick with your super duper honey. You got me on your track. What you gonna do? Yeah. You keep on looking, but you can't find a man now. I keep on running, 'cause I'm so fast. You see, when you catch me, baby, baby, I know what you're gonna do. Hey, 'cause who said I got your money? I'm a super duper honey. I got your money. I'm a super duper, yeah, baby. I got your money. I'm a super duper honey. I got your money. I'm a super duper honey. Some things we can't explain now. When I looked in your eyes, you took away the pain now. I couldn't recognize. Hanging down on a rope, looking out on my hope, waiting for a rescue. You came to my side. I never thought these things would change. Oh no, things can get better. I'm on the edge of a ledge of reason. Oh, bad for a rescue. Then you came through. I didn't know any better before I hit the wall. I got trails and bad news, baby. So sick of the phone. It's your season. You're my reason to grow. Yeah. Better get to your garden. You better so. It's your season. You're my reason to grow. Better get to your garden. Yeah. It's your season, baby. It's your season. I didn't know any better before I hit the wall. I got traps and bad news. So sick of the phone. You left me your heart and your hand. I got off the stand. Oh my own. Yes, oh my own. It's your season. You're my reason to grow. Better get to your garden. You better so. It's your season. You're my reason to grow. Better get to your garden. It's your season. It's your season. season. It's your season. Yeah, yeah. It's your season. I know. It's your season.
All right, was I lying? Was I lying? Laura Rain, unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. You guys are awesome, awesome. I just want to say, go out, buy their album, CB Babies, right? CD Babies. It's been a long night, what can I tell you? But I thank you so much for making the trip. I know it's a long trip. I made it. And you guys, I don't even have to say anything. They just said it all right there. So, Laura, thank you so much. It was a pleasure and an honor to have you here, and I think you're going to skyrocket. I just ask everybody out there, if you like what you heard, go to Laura Rain and the Caesars on Facebook and like that page, because follow these guys, because they're going places. You know what I'm talking about? So, we're going to go. Have a great, blessed week. The Maverick Soul is signing off, and I thank my guests again coming down from Detroit. It was a pleasure, and I'm truly an honor to sit here and listen to this live. So, peace. Have a good week. Be blessed. See you next week.